Good morning students and welcome to the lecture video of English literature. And today students, I have come up with a new poem by the name The Last Bargain, which is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Fine. So here we will learn about what is written in the poem. So The Last Bargain poem is a soulful poem. Fine. And it was written by our famous poet Rabindranath Tagore. In the poem, the speaker is telling about the worthlessness of worldly things. Okay, of the worldly things. There are so many things in the world which is worthlessness. That means not worthy. It can be power, it can be beauty, and it can be any other thing. So here you can note that every human on earth is trying to achieve all these things. Fine. That means the humans, they are trying to achieve all the things which is not worthy. But for him, that means for the speaker, okay, for him every material thing on earth is mortal and not everlasting. So according to the poet, in this poem, the things on this life is mortal. That means it is not everlasting. So different people come to the speaker or to the poet. Okay, different people come to him with different type of worldly things. However, the speaker rejects them one by one, and finally he makes a bargain with like you can say nothingness. He makes a bargain with nothingness, which means a free spirit. Clear? So here this poem is divided into 4 parts, or you can say 4 stanza, and each stanza has different number of lines. So we will discuss the poem one by one, that means line by line, in order to go through the hidden meaning. Clear? So now let us see what is in the poem. Okay. The last bargain. Come and hire me, I called while in the morning I was walking on stone paved road. Okay, stone paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. Okay, here in the first stanza, the speaker says that one day while he was walking on a stone paved road in the morning, okay, this scene, it happened in the morning. That means he was walking on a stone paved road. So stone paved road here, it means full of difficulty. Right? And here the morning, the time of the morning, it symbolizes hope and courage. Clear? So then poet or the speaker, he was walking on one fine morning, but the road was stone paved. Clear? Then he happened to meet a king who was riding in his chariot. So I hope you know what is chariot. A chariot is a means of transport for the kings and queens in the olden times. Okay, nowadays we use means of transport like bus, cars, scooters and all, or you can say aeroplane and helicopter and trains and ship. But in the earlier time, it was the chariot which the kings and the queens use. Clear? So the king came in his chariot and he held a sword in his hand. I hope you know what is sword. Sword means talwar. Right? So the speaker pleads to the king, which means that he is in need of something very badly. That means he is in need of work actually. Fine. The speaker was looking for the work when he happened to meet the king. So he pleads the king to give him something which he is looking for very badly. He asked the king to hire him. Right? He said to the king, I can work for you. Then the king said that I will hire you with my power. Fine? I will hire you with my power. So here, power. Power means the thing which is not going to last forever. Yes or no? So, like suppose why the speaker says that the power is not going to last forever, because that power is not the thing which is very free. Like suppose I can tell you, when the king dies, one day the king will die, okay, and when the king die, along with him the power will also finish away. So this was the reason why the speaker, he rejected the king's offer, okay, but his power counted for naught. That means the power is not going to last forever. So he rejected the king's offer, and the king went away in his chariot. Clear, all of you? So this is your first stanza. Clear? Okay. Now, the second stanza. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along with the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. Okay. Here in this stanza, the speaker means the speaker was walking, and it was already the midday. Okay, the sun was very hot outside. So the doors of the houses were closed. So the speaker was wandering along the crooked lane. So here crooked lane means bent, or you can say uneven road. The road which is not soft, means which is not even, which is crooked. Fine. Thus, like the stone paved road of the first stanza, this road is also difficulty and full of troubles. Clear? Then soon he found an old man who comes out of his house along with a bag of gold. That means huge wealth. Right? So here the speaker was looking for some work. So he found an old man and he asked the old man to give him some work. So the old man said, okay, I will give you work and I will hire you with my money. Fine? So what did he do? He pondered and said, that means he took out his bag of gold and he started counting his coins one by one. Okay, he started counting his coins and he told to the speaker that I am going to hire you with this money. Clear? He weighed the coins one by one, but I turned away. He counted the coins and he showed me that I am going to hire you with this much money, with this much coins. So the speaker was not satisfied even by the coins, because he feels that just like the king and his power, the old man's money would also fade away one day. When the man would die, even his money also would go away, and then I would be all alone. So I need something which could be an everlasting thing. So here the coins is also worthlessness, because it could not make the young man, it could not make the old man young again. Fine? Or it could not make the climate cool. Like suppose if the climate is very hot, the money could not make it cool, and the old man could never be young again. So what is the use of that money? So the speaker says that he was looking for something which is everlasting. So here the speaker understood that wealth is not something which he needs, because just like the power, it will also not remain in one hand forever. He wants something else, and so he went away. Clear? Okay. Now next stanza. Now we are proceeding towards third stanza. Okay. Now let me read out. So, it was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, "I will hire you with a smile." Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. Okay, so here in stanza 3, the speaker says that now it is evening time, and the garden hedge, okay, garden hedge, that means you can say boundary, or you can say fencing, okay, fencing or boundary, is filled with flowers. A flower means full of flowers. Clear? So, in other words, we can say that the garden was looking very beautiful and very romantic. So, what happened then? A fair maid. A fair maid means a beautiful lady comes out of the house, and she said that if you want work, I will give you work, but I will hire you with my smile. I'll hire you with a smile. Okay, that means she said that I have something to pay, and that is my beauty. So you be with me, stay with me, and you will be with my beauty forever. However, the speaker finds that the king's power and the old man's wealth, her beauty, is also not everlasting. Clear? So here the speaker says that just like that old man's wealth and the king's power, even this fair lady, these beautiful ladies' smile or her beauty would also fade away. It is not an everlasting thing. Soon the smile of the beautiful lady is paled and melted with tears. Fine. So soon he saw that her smile paled and melted into tears. That means she was beautiful, but she was not beautiful at heart. She had some deep sorrows. So even having the deep sorrows can melt, the beauty can be paled and melted with tears. It is not an everlasting thing. And then what happened? The speaker, he denied the offer. He denied the offer of the lady, and she went back alone into the dark. Clear? So here dark, okay, dark. Dark, it symbolizes hopelessness, okay, and the speaker does not want hopelessness. The speaker is looking for something which will last forever. Clear to everyone? So now the speaker has failed to make the bargain. Okay, he failed 3 attempts. The first one was with the king, the second one was with the old man, and the third one was with this lady. So he failed to make his bargain. However, he was patient. Okay, he was having patience and having persistence. So he did not give up. She thought that I should find something. I will work hard in order to find a job. I will do something that I will find happiness and everlasting peace. Clear? Now, the last and the final paragraph. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me, and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. Okay, here the poet tries to tell that in the final stanza, okay, that means in the fourth and the last stanza, the new day comes with a new hope and courage for the speaker. Okay, the next day came with a new hope and new courage for the speaker. Now he is seen at the seashore and sees the sun glistening. Okay, glistening means shining. He saw the sun shining on the sand and the sea waves breaking waywardly. Breaking waywardly. Broke waywardly means here broke. The sea waves broke. That means striking. Fine. And waywardly means in an unpredictable way. Okay, that means sometimes it could be a very heavy blow and sometimes it could be a very soft blow. Did you get what I am saying? Okay. So now this shows that the speaker is having a love for the nature. He appreciates the beauty of the nature. He is in love with the nature. Okay. Then after that, what did he see? He saw a child playing with shells. Fine. He saw a child sitting on the seashore and playing with shells. So this is a symbolic image, as the child has no desire for power or wealth or beauty. Now the child is playing with shells. That means the child is very simple. He is very free at his heart. He has no desire, no feeling. He doesn't have anything to do with the world. Clear? He doesn't desire for power, or he doesn't desire for wealth, or he doesn't desire for beauty. What does he long for? He longs for happiness. The child is seen sitting and playing with shells. This shows that he is longing for happiness. He needs happiness. Clear? So he is free from all the things which the human being possessed. Like the king had power, the old man had money, and the beautiful lady had smile, beauty. Okay? But this child is free from all these things. Clear? He is free from all these things. And now the man is wishing to be his servant. That means child servant. How can he be a child servant? He can be a child servant by playing with him all the time. Clear? Then what did the speaker do? He just looked at the child and the child raised his head. Fine? The child raised his head and seemed to know me. That means it seems like the child knows the speaker or who the speaker was. Clear? And when the speaker spoke to him, the child said, I hire you with nothing. Okay, that means you want to play with me, you come and if you want to come and spend your time with me, you may come, you are free. But I have nothing to give you. I have nothing to give you if you spare your time with me. Is it clear? So here this shows that the boy or the child or the children are very pure at heart. Okay? Whatever is in their heart, they have to offer freely. They offer without any hesitation. So the child said, I have nothing to give you, so I will hire you with nothing. If you want, you can come and play with me. You are free to come and play with me, but I have nothing to give you. So here, nothing is a profound symbol. It means freedom, it means liberty, it means independence, it means free from desire. Clear? That means here the boy or the child is telling that if you wish, you can come. If you don't wish, you can go away. I will not make you stay with me forever because I am hiring you with nothing. Yes or no? Like suppose if the speaker would have accepted the king's offer, the king would be giving him power. Okay? and now he would be the servant of king. So whenever king says anything to him to do, he would have to obey it. He could not deny. The same is with the old man and the beautiful lady. But that same case is not with this child, because the child is not hiring him with anything. Fine. So now it is the wish of the man, of the speaker, whether to play with the child or to go away. And this is what the speaker likes, because the speaker was also looking for freedom, was also looking for liberty, independence. Okay, he doesn't desire for wealth, he doesn't desire for beauty, because all these things are not an everlasting thing. But freedom is an everlasting thing. If you are free, you are always free. Okay, and so the speaker now he understands that this is what he was longing for since long time. So he accepts the child's offer, and from thenceforward, that means since that very day, okay, thenceforward means since that very day, that speaker finds freedom in the child's play. The speaker comes and play with the child, and he finds great freedom, and thus he becomes a free man. This was the ultimate destination of the speaker, and this was what the speaker really wanted. Okay, this is what the speaker really wanted. What was he desiring for? He desired for freedom. He doesn't want to be under the control of anybody. So when he comes and he plays with a child, he really feels freedom, he feels peace at heart, and his heart, his mind, his soul was all free. He doesn't bother to think about anything. He doesn't have to pay his debt. He doesn't have to give anything in return to the child. So he feels that this was the best bargain I have made. Clear? So I hope the poem is clear to you. I think you have understood very well. Okay, how did you like the poem? I myself love it very much, because this poem shows us how to live. Okay, if we have all the powers, all the money, everything if we have, but if we don't have inner peace, we can never be a free man. We can never be a happy man. If we have freedom, if there is no mental torture, okay, in us, then we can live the world very easily, because we will not have any burden in our heart or in our mind. When we sleep at night, we will be tension free. But whereas the person having power, having gold, having beauty, have tension. How? Because if someone is power, then the other person who wants to be more powerful might attack the person who is powerful. Okay, so in that sense, the king is not free at all. Clear? Now, if you talk about the man has money. He has a lot of money. So when he sleeps at night, he must not. We cannot assure that he will be tension free, because he was having so much of money. He must be having tension in his mind that one day a thief may come and steal away all my money, all my property. Okay, so he must be not sleeping in peace. He must be having something going on in his mind, a kind of tension. And in the same way, that beautiful lady, okay, she was having beauty in herself. But if we see in the true sense, she was not beautiful, because she was sad at heart. She was not really happy at heart. She just put on a fake smile on her face in order to show that I am really very happy, I am beautiful. But in reality, she was having a deep sorrow in her heart. So as soon as the offer was declined, she wept into tears. Okay, so this shows that all the elderly people, they were not having freedom, because their mind was overburdened by some kinds of trouble, whereas this child was totally trouble free. Okay, he was not having anything with him, neither power nor money nor beauty, nothing. What was he having in himself? It was only freedom. He don't have any tension in his mind, and so the speaker finds that this is the most wonderful thing which I was looking for, and hence I got my companion. Okay, my companion would be this child. I will play with this child and I will also be tension free just like this child. Clear to everyone? I hope you have clearly understood the concept of the poem. You have totally understood what the speaker is trying to express through his poem. Okay. So, thank you for watching, all of you.